was maybe we'd make like an enclosure on it. See if we can make it like an animal or something. I don't know. Like a quadrupedal animal. So, man, I cannot get up there. What I'm going to do, delete the seat. Okay, this is getting a little frustrating. Arr, matey. Hey there, folks. Mazion reporting for duty, and I can't look at my own face. I wish I could get around. Maybe there's a way to do it, but I'm not aware of it. Cannot look at my own face to start the video. Now, you see me turn a couple times and see something over there. Whoa! What is that thing? Oh! Well, this is a big empty world, but what it does have in it is a quadrupedal walker. I made this quadrupedal walker. It actually walks and turns, and I've got the turning in the back on this thing, and the reason why is because I didn't feel like changing the location of anything that was up front when I decided to change its behavior when I wanted to make it turn. So I want to kind of show you guys how I've got this thing put together, and then we're going to make one that can turn from the front. I mean, this one can turn already, but we want to be able to turn from the front. I've got this nice staircase to help me take care of things. So I built it from the top down, and I got 2 controllers on it because one controller can only be hooked up to 10 things. And so I've got one controller that does the ankles, and I've got another controller that does the knees and the hips. So that's what you got here. You got hips, knees, ankles. So I'm going to take this thing down, and actually, it's not really in the right position. All right. I'm going to show you how it works. Woo! So, here we go. It's going to walk. Now, I've been looking up the biomechanics of quadrupedal walking, and it doesn't walk just like a dog would, but it's close. It's not too shabby. So there, as you can see, it does walk. We can get around on it. Does its job, and it does turn. So I've got bearing behind there that makes this thing turn one way or the other, and the back legs do determine. It does turn with a determinant of the back legs. There's a way to say that. Maybe I'm not saying it right, but anyway, back legs moving, make it turn. So let me show you how I've got this thing rigged up. So we've got up to 7, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we got up to the 7 slot. And if we look, you've got 1, 2. 1 and 2 here are this brain, this hip, and knee. And 5 and 6 are that hip and knee. And if you look in here, they're actually 1 and 5 are configured the exact same way, only opposite, because of the way that the turning point is working on either one of these. Actually, they're set up the same, aren't they? They are. But they need to be opposite because they're on the opposite sides. So, you could turn this the other way and then change the way that works, but it's not important. But I'm gonna look at the screen for just a second so you can kind of have an idea of what's going on. 1, 2. Where's 3, 4? 3, 4 is the right front. 5, 6 is the right back, and then 7, 8 is the back left. So let's have a look at it real quick. I used all 45-degree angles. I figured that would make it easiest to start off because I haven't played with this quadrupedal walking very much. I just made this prototype, made it work, with the ultimate goal of making like an imperial walker, like a big walker. That's what I want to do in the end result of this, which I'm sure is going to take me a bunch of time, but I think it'll be really, really fun. And I'm thinking about ways that walker will turn in the beginning. And it's going to have like a big contraption on the front, right, and left-hand sides that it's going to allow it to turn. And I'm going to kind of try to model it off of the way that you can see they work in the movies. Anyway, back controller controls just the ankles. So you can see that the ankles move so that they're always level with the ground when it's time to step down. I think that's an important feature of making this work. So, we've got an understanding of the ankles and the knees and hips and how they work. So let's try to make another one of these right now. We're going to put this one over here. Need to be able to get to its controller. Actually, let's think of a better way to do that. Let's put it right here. Way we can get to it if we need to. But we're going to build our new walker right here. I'm going to make it out of cement again, or concrete rather, because of the way that this one works. I could try other materials, but I'm just going to stick with this for now. So what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 across, and that's how big I'm going to make it again. That's 8 across. But I don't remember how far down I made it. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's the whole length long. We get 8 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course we didn't. Of course we didn't. Not the first try. It never does. All right. So we've got that. Gimme, gimme. All right. So now what I was thinking of trying for the front, get some bearings up in here, was putting a bearing here and here. Actually, not quite like that. As you can see, we've got these coming down from the sides. We're going to do, actually, again, even more of a modification like this. That didn't work, right? But I don't want it to be like that. I want to make sure that the legs move. So let's do it just like this. Bam, bam. Now I'm still not quite set up the way that I want to be set up. You get the idea of what I'm trying to do, but now these will not turn like that. So in order to get this working the way that I want to, what are we going to have to do specifically? You know what? I'm going to figure out a design real quick, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so it wasn't actually complicated to get the design together. What I did was I took out a 2x2 block on each side here, and then I built over this top piece so that I could put a bearing on the bottom, and that bearing connects to this arm. So if you get on top of it here, you can see, oh, why are you not moving? Oh, duh. See that they do move left and right. So that's how we're going to try to do the turning with this walker design again. Bam! Alright, so the rest is all just the same stuff. We're just going to put down 1, 2. How many of these? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 on each side. Right? It's going to be the same thing in the back. That should be 5. That should be 5. So now we got to do the knee joints, which are going to be on the insides. And we'll go down another, what, 4? No, it's 5 again. Right. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Now, there may be a better design for these feet, but this is what I'm going with for the time being. It's going to mimic the same thing. Got these on the insides. I don't think it terribly matters which side you do because it's a fully enclosed leg here. But this is just the way we did it. I'm going to go off of that. How low does it go? We go one below. Go up. Thank you. That's just a 3x3. Just like that. Yep, and then just make it so there's a well in between so that I can easily shift back and forth, and there you got your feet. Right? Man, I'm excited to see if this is gonna work. Super excited. I hope that this is a better design. Right? Did I not do that right? Why does this feel funny? It does feel funny. Why does it feel funny? That's not right. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. Much better. Foot 1 and foot 2. All right, so now we've got all the feet on, and we're going to need a couple of controllers here. We don't need wheels today. There's no wheels on a walker. I'm going to put the controllers right here behind the seat. Actually, I'm going to put them back a little farther because I'm planning on moving the seat after. And I'll tell you why in a few minutes. So we've got 2 controllers here. I want to connect them right away. And I want to connect them in the same way we did the other ones, so it's easy to copy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yep. 6, 7, 8. And then the ankles are 1, 2, 3, 4, clockwise. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 clockwise. And then now both need to be connected to the seat. All right. So we need to make sure that they're all facing the right direction. As you can see, I have them all going clockwise, no matter whether or not they're on the downward here or on the upward. So I want to make sure that they're all clockwise. Boom. Boom. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's wrong. Right. Right. Or wrong, obviously. That's right, that's right, that's wrong. There we go. So now they should all function in the same way as these ones function. So we're going to take this off the lift, put this one on the lift right next to it. Very similar looking, I think. Oh, I do not need that tool. Plus, I would like to jump onto the... There we go. Now what we're going to do is... None of those things. There we go. So 1, 3, 5, 6. 45 forward, back, forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this entirely. So 1. What was it? See, I've already forgotten. Oh, it's forward, back, forward. 1, 3, 5, 6. Forward. Back. Not right. Back. Forward. So I'm going to copy these lists entirely. And then we're going to see if this thing will walk. All right, so I had a little bit of trouble with my recording software, so I had to reboot, but I got this thing to work. But there's one strange difference. Every single bearing on this whole thing is the same, except for one. They're both pointed to go clockwise, as you can see. Unless it's counterclockwise this way. In which case, they're both counterclockwise. Anyway, they're opposite. They're the only ones that are the opposite. And if you know how to determine or change the way that works, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not really sure. If you click on it, it just does this, right? I'm not sure why this one is over and this one is under. But all we had to do was go into the controller and make it the opposite. So you see it's forward, back, back, forward here. And then on this controller, it's back, forward, forward, back. So this thing does walk. Check it out. Still walks. It's great. Woo! And, ready? We're going to turn. So the front legs turn on their own. So it's not like you need to have a whole, like one bearing to do, you know, the whole area of the back to turn or the front to turn. Put an individual bearing on each side, and we made it work. So now what I was kind of thinking, moving forward, that was punny, was maybe we'd make like an enclosure on it. See if we can make it like an animal or something. I don't know. Like a quadrupedal animal. So, man, I cannot get up there. What I'm going to do, delete the seat. Okay, this is getting a little frustrating. Arr, matey. Annoyance. There, now I should be able to get on it, right? Probably not. Probably, yeah, then just walk right up on it. All right, so now let's put a seat on here. Well, let's put it towards the center. Bam, just like that. Now, how we're going to make it... Maybe we might not be able to make an animal. I'm not like... We need a door. We have to be able to get in. Or at least see in. But getting out would be a problem. We get off the seat. We're standing up on it. So we can just make a door right here. Should be able to get in there. Woo! Right? Or get out of there anyway. So if we're going to make an animal, what kind of animal should we make? Really don't know. Should be able to go right off the top of that, just like that. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. Oh, that'll work, right? Can't try it. Cannot drive it. Doesn't matter. Isn't needed. So first we're just going to make like an initial box enclosure. And as it gets heavier, I'm wondering how much the movement's going to change. So I guess that's the first thing we should test. We make a box enclosure on it. How much is the weight going to change the way it functions? Will it change the way it functions? How badly will it change the way it functions? We do not know yet. Man, this thing is going to have to be tall. I'm going to be stuck through the ceiling. Like, I could totally... Let's try it. Wow! I got ejected! right? Because we could get in it, but then can we get out? I did get out. Will work every time. It will work every time. All right. So now let's go in the front here. We need a window. Got to be able to see, right? All right. Let's see how this thing works with a lot more weight on the top. Oh, I didn't connect the driver's seat to anything. Like, why won't it work? I don't understand. It's working! I'm stuck on something. All right, so we can make an enclosure. It hasn't fallen over yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a little bit of time off camera real quick, making it into some sort of animal, and then I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I have made a horse! Look at my horse! It's amazing. And it actually works. All right, so I'm not a sculptor, okay? I'm not an artist. But I made... Oh, man, his butt's messed up. Got a messed up butt horse. So, I'm realizing now that I don't need windows. If I want you to be able to see me, I need them, but... And look, our horse turns. It walks around. We've got a horse creation that can run through the nation. It's amazing. This game is so fun. You can create all kinds of things, but look for bigger, more grand walkers, transformers. I'm planning on trying to make a transformer. I want to make a transforming car, a car that transforms into a bipedal something. I can't get out now. Oh, now I got out. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's Scrap Mechanic episode, folks. If you liked it, please press the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you have anything to say, do it in the comments below. And as always, be excellent to each other. Look at my horse. Have a great day, folks. See you later.